Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Big day ahead of us. Thank you for joining us around the world. This is the AFL London Grand Final edition, a jam-packed day full of footy. As you'll see, we're just about to get underway. It's a men's social game. It's Wandsworth Demons v the North London Lions. And the umpires called it back. Last time I think these teams met, it was the Lions that got away with a win, who've been on a bit of a rampage, but obviously the Demons have been the force throughout the season. So here we go. And it's the Demons with the tap out to the wing. Oh, didn't look like you had it there. It's play on. It's going to be hot in the clinches early, as you can see. Demons handles the ball out wide, swings onto his right boot. It's a great looking leg. It's just gone over the top and it's going to go out of bounds for a throw in, just on the half forward. So Lions kicking to the left of the screen, Demons to the right. It should be a cracking contest all day. A jam-packed day of footy, as I said. 5 games, and there we go. Demons just kicking into the forward line, and oh, there's a sneaky little mark there. He's played on quickly onto the right boot. Tries to hit the full forward, collects it on the unbounced. Not much pressure there, and he should slot that. Oh, he's just faded it just to the left, so that's one behind. Demons on the scoreboard early, one behind, one to the Lions, no score. And they're going to have to watch that. That was, looks as though the defender tried to peel off. There was one running through, and he let the full forward collect it on the one bounce and swing onto his boot, uncontested almost in the end. So it's Gordo for the Lions kicking out from full back. He's a veteran and one they got to watch. He can get in the right spots and take some good grabs. And it's off hands here, and oh, great tackle there. Not sure how he got rid of it. Lions get the handball, and oh, great hip and shoulder. Benny Lutz goes down, and it's fierce early. I'm not sure if you're going to hear it. And here we go. Pritchie, oh, it's a shocker off the boot, just nails it forward to Snowy. He's got the mask on today. He did have, he's not trying to do a Batman reincarnation. He did have some surgery, and so good luck to him in recovery. Here we go, the Demons, and they swing it out again. That's a great counter-attack. From the half back now. Kicks it out to the wing. Oh, that's a great mark. Great intercept mark there, and that's Gibbo. And he's gone down. It looks like he's might have done an ankle there. Jeez, he bloody burst out of the half back and took it in playing in front there. It looks as though he could have done himself some strife. So just going through these two teams, obviously the Demons have been near the top of the ladder, if not top, for the whole season, and some of the best players are in the Socials division. You got Bresky, he's an absolute seasoned veteran off the half forward flank. You got Nudgy and Horty in the middle, the absolute engine room. So they'll be ones to watch for the Demons. And on the Lions side, the man with the ball, Pritchie, he's an absolute bulldog of a human. He'll be barging through anyone that comes in within the 5 metre radius of him. Gordo, as I mentioned, in the back, and obviously another one to watch here is Kenny in the middle. He's a bit of a versatile player, but he took out the men's social best and fairest this year for the competition, so very good form coming into this grand final. And yes, just looking at Gibbo here on the ground for North London, he's in a bit of strife. He's done the ankle, I think, and he's being helped off the ground from the trainers of the North London Lions. Sad to see so early in the game. And he's a very important player. He's a bit half backy, sort of counter attack. He swings onto the boot and just kicks it long. Here we go now, back in play. And it's off hands here, onto the right boot. Straight to full forward. It's a good guy. It's B-Rat in the full forward there. He just uses his body wisely, and looks as though it's swung out to the back pocket. And Buddha just swings it in, from what I can see, it's the Demons taking the mark. So they'll look to reload here. So he just goes the long kick, and it's a bit of a contest here. Demons swing on it first, a bit of a argy-bargy there, and looks as though it's gone across the line for another throw-in. So as expected, both teams are locked in a bit of a fierce contest to open the game. Plenty on the line. As I said, this is the grand final of the AFL London Social Divisions. 2 top sides going at it. And here we go now. Just tight, and a lot of numbers around the footy. It's real tight in there over there. And I think we'll have another throw in. Yes, the umpire calls it. So here we go. The 2 rucks go up, and it's knocked down. Bit of a free kick there. I think the umpire's called it in the back. So North London Lions, Emmanuel Scott, he's going to go back and he's going to take the kick there. Now, obviously, these two teams met last year in the grand final, so it was the Wandsworth Demons who were too strong that day, but the Lions will be looking for redemption today. So Manny just kicks it, bit of a wobbler to the full forward, off hands here, and it's B-Rad who tries to get on the ball. He sharks it, fumbles, and play on air. It's still in play. The Demons just bobble it forward, and it's a great clearance straight up to the half forward. And he's going to, oh no, great punch there. Looked like he's going to take the grab there, but great defensive pressure from the North London Lions. So here we go now. Throw in on the near side. And the two rucks go up, and it's a pretty even contest from what I can see there. Just hacked forward by the Lions, and it's the Demons playing in front. Bit of a squabble. Look at this, and it's all on here, isn't it? Bodies everywhere, everyone's going in it. And that's a bit high, and he's gone for him after it. Didn't like that attention when he got one high. And I don't think the umpire's called anything there. I think that's he said that's all fair in love and war, and they're going to throw it in again. Great punch forward, but it's falling in the right spot for the Lions, and looks as though that one's high, and he's going to pay that one. So that's high, free kick. The Demons. So here we go now. So looking at your monitors there, it is actually one rush behind Demons to the Lions 0. So a very close encounter just to begin with. Probably about halfway through the first quarter. If you're joining us now today, this is the AFL London series. It's the men's social division, the first game of the day, and it was set for a beauty of 5 beautiful contests. That was a great leg forward, hit Jimmy Reds on the leading strongly out to the wing, and he's just pumped it forward, and the Demons play a superior play there. B-Rad 40 had him covered, but the Demons just played in front and just knocked it forward. Big collision there. But people are throwing them in left, right and centre, and look at this, it is on. And you can tell these two sides played in the grand final last year, because bloody hell, it's hot in the contest. Everyone looking for bragging rights and just to raise that big cup at the end of the day. And there we go, another cracking fist forward by the ruckman for the Demons. I'll have to get his name because he was the main man last year. He won the Normie last year in the contest and was just dominant all day. Yeah, I've just had word from some of my intel that the ruckman for the Demons' name is Lockie. So one to watch. He's a very strong ruckman, and he just plays a very good game all day. The classic tap ruckman. So there we go, Gordo just launches it forward. Kick in hope, I would have thought, and look at that, another contest here. And he's dropped the ball there, hacked forward again by the Lions. 2-on-1 contest, the Demons should win out here, and yes, he collects the ball cleanly, gives a handball, misses the target, and puts him under pressure here. And look at that, there's another body flies in. Is that Buddha? Absolute seasoned veteran, a much loved bloke from the footy club down at North London Lions. And but look at this, no one get a clean kick away from the contest here. As I say that, they swing it out here, and Demons will go forward. Beautiful leg, hits the man on the wing, the Demons, who's going to look to play on quickly. It swings on the left and tries to hit the forward, just miskicks it a little bit, I think, and looks like it's rolling boundary side. And the Demons try and mop up here, and look at this. Bloody absolutely great pressure from the Lions here, and look at that, just force the young kick, and Pritchie plays on, gets the handball. It was a great tackle, swings it out to, I think that is Kenny the man, who gets another great pressure act from the Demons. And look at that, they're really trying to lock it in their half. And they go forward here, this looks promising, kicks to the lead. And he swings, look at that, swings around, almost deja vu from the last one. This time he actually hits the man who's open, and he's going to swing in, he's going to kick the first goal. The crowd go up for the Demons, and that is the first goal on the board for the AFL Socials division, and it's the Demons getting on the board first. So that'll take them to 1-1, but don't believe the score, but it's 1-1-7 to the Lions 0. And as I say that, I'm joined by my co-commentator in
Owen.
Who joined me last year.
Yeah, we did. It was we took care of things last year. It was a big day, and we're back here again for a repeat of last year's grand final. North London Lions versus the South London Demons. Good to see you, mate.
Oh yeah, absolute pleasure, mate. Always have a bit of fun when I'm on the mic with you.
Absolutely. So what have I missed, mate? There was a bit of a delay on the Northern line, so excuse my lateness.
It's tough commuting over here, especially in summer.
Matt Castle Bueno taken very high.
Yeah, very stiff not to get a free kick there. The umpire says he's plucked something out here. It's not the high one though. This is interesting. Oh, and people want to go on with it off the ball. Oh, he's just giving him one, I think. Oof.
To be fair to the North London player, Cass is probably one of the shortest blokes on the field, so it's not that difficult to get him high, unfortunately.
Yes, no, well spotted. And he swings it out to the wing on the right there, and it's Gordo. You've got to watch him. He can rack him up on the half back there. Spenny Latu wants to take him on here.
Bit of toe there.
Yeah, takes a bounce and kicks it in forward.
That was a very, very good tackle there by the North London Lions player.
Absolutely. So talk us through this social team for the Demons. I mentioned a few of the players in Bresky, Nudgy, Hori, obviously Lockie in the ruck who won the medal last year.
Yeah, mate, it's been a continuation of the last 3 years. The Super Threes, as they like to be known, they've done super well. We've recruited a few extra players coming down over the years who were sort of playing twos last year and decided that Super Threes is the way forward. And have been coached this year. Oh, that was a big hit. He got up pretty well.
Played on here. That's Ollie.
There's Bresky.
It's kicked in forward, and it looks like 3-on-1, but the one's going to win out here. It's Foley's just going to try and chip kick it, try to hit Lutz. He can't take it cleanly, and Pritchie barges through. It's a bit of a scrap here, and it's going to be locked up there for a ball up.
Good tight footy. Yeah, so this year they've been coached by Bubba Ray White. He's doing fantastic stuff, really committed to the club this year, and has sort of been leading from the front every Tuesday, every Thursday, and of course every Saturday. The great man Lachlan in the ruck, best hands in Southwest London. He's doing an absolute cracking year, and we can't forget Brett Hoare in the middle, who got knocked out massively in the last year's grand final. He'll be looking for some sort of revenge, no doubt.
Yes, but it's all good and well getting knocked out, but I think the boys would rather the medal at the end of the day of the Premiership Cup, isn't that right? As the Demons go forward here.
There's Jeremy Coombe. He's just made a quick flying back from Poland. He relocated just a couple of weeks ago with his wife and kids to move to Poland. Oh, he should have taken that.
Yeah, one booter will want to regret. He should have taken that, but he's held on afterwards. I think he's going to get the free, so he'll look to launch the Lions into attack here on the right boot.
I must say, North London's definitely getting the rub of the green from the umpires from these early parts from what I've seen. But what do you think of the conditions, mate? What do you think the Commons looking like?
Oh, it looks perfect. I should have mentioned that at the start. We are back here out at the Clapham Common. It's a nice venue. It's a nice ground, and tell you what, we're due for a cracking day. It's going to be 25 degrees, a little slight breeze, I would have thought, but a beautiful day for footy nonetheless.
Yeah, the sea breeze is coming early, mate. But the Common's been, like all places in London, absolutely parched over the summer. It's been an absolute stinker here in London, but the rain over the last few days definitely helped.
I think the downpour would have helped. But here we go. The Lions into attack.
Holding the ball, surely, ref. Yes, good call. That's Mark Briscassin, the most accoladed player at the Wandsworth Demons. Premierships in ones and 3 in a row in the threes. Today, the Wandsworth Demons going for 4 in a row.
Here we go on the wing. Tries to do the overhead handball. Does it beautifully.
Very well.
To himself and swings on the right boot.
That's the coach, Ray Wright. And there's John Dillon. Now, I must apologise to the Dillon family. Last year, I was calling Rob Dillon, John Dillon all day long. And I've been copying it all year. But for those at home, that is John Dillon. There's Nudge.
Slippery customer Nudge. Went down and got up before I even saw him.
Very slippery. Probably had about 10 pints last night. Didn't want to break tradition, so it's good to see him in the thick of it early.
So here we are. It's the Demons who don't believe the scoreboard. They've actually kicked 1-1-7 points just to the one behind for the Lions. So we'll have to get that rectified when we can. But as we expected,
it's Jeremy Coombe again.
As we expected, it's really tight in the contest here. Both teams throwing their bodies in, and there's a lot along the line today, isn't there?
Absolutely, mate. It's going to be an absolute cracker. The last time these guys played, North actually got up by, not sure by how much, 15 points or something?
Yeah, it was pretty tight, but I think there might have been three or so goals, yeah.
But obviously this is the only side from North playing today. So they've got a lot resting on this game, whereas the Wandsworth Demons, we've got all 4 grades playing today.
I'll have to step in there and just let you know that the beautiful girls from the North London Lions in the Prem division, who I happen to co-coach with Jack Cramery, we got a big contest against your girls.
Absolutely,
the Wandsworth Demons.
I stand corrected. My apologies, and congratulations, mate, for making the grand final.
Yes, it's a good contest, and obviously our girls we made it straight through, and we'll be looking to take out their first flag in Lions history for the women's. So
Absolutely.
It's a very good contest, and we're well placed, I think. We're well placed.
So as John Dillon goes towards Jeremy Coombe, who's at the base there? That's Bubba Ray Wright. For those of you watching last year, maybe his brother was the most tackled man in South London last year.
Oh, great grab, and he's clipped him one over there, and the Lions guys want to go onto it.
That was Matt Casabueno, as I said, the shortest man on the field, so I don't know how high he would have been able to get him, but didn't look that great.
And with that, it's quarter time, and as we said, it's a brutal encounter early. The Demons kicked the first goal and the only goal of the term, as it's bloody been tight. So the Demons up 7-1. The Lions. Quarter time here at the Clapham Common. This is AFL London Social Division Grand Final. Oh, now welcome back to the AFL London Social Division Grand Final here at Clapham Common. I'm Matthew Weldon. I'm joined by
Owen Kenny.
Owen Kenny.
We're about to start the second quarter on this cracking day in South London at the Clapham Common.
Great tap forward, just straight down to Dobson, who swings it out to Benny Lutz. That's a great clearance starting the second quarter.
Tell you what, the footy is hot down here today. There is the human towel, Connor. Just seeing the ball over the line. Life member of the Wandsworth Demons, ex-Ones coach, and just all-round great guy.
Yeah, I was just out at the Lions huddle at quarter time, and the coach, Mick Friend, he was preaching composure. He said, boys, we've got them. We just need to stay composed and use the footy, because they're a bit of rush, and as we said, it's been hot early, and so I think the team that shows a bit of composure and uses the ball well is going to prove very beneficial in this quarter.
And there's a bit of a breeze going to the left of your screen, the direction the Wandsworth Demons are kicking in. Doesn't get too windy down here in the early mornings in Clapham, but it's just a little bit of a breeze.
And I should shout out to Mick Friend, the coach of North London Lions, his father, Graham Friend, who mentioned me after listening to the broadcast for me to stop talking about myself. So I'll shelve that today, Graham, and we'll focus on the footy.
No. Just chat away, I'd say. That's a lovely grab there by Casa. Oh, unfortunately, it was out of bounds on the full.
So here we go. It's the North London Lions who look to pump it to their forward half here. Just on the wing here. So
yeah, just a short little chip down the line. Just goes the chip,
which it's good play. You don't see that very often in the socials footy.
Just did the old fake long bomb and just chipped it over his head. Alistair Skelly sitting at the back there and straight down to Mark Briscassian, bursting through the middle. Oh, Rob Dill's just a bit slippery underfoot, I think.
It's a great front and centre there, and he just pumps it forward, but no, just along the ground.
There we are, the janitor. Who is Jeremy Coombe?
So who is the full four for the Demons there?
Jeremy Coombe, club stalwart. Once again, won a number of premierships in higher grades, but as we like to stick together at the Wandsworth Demons, sort of filtered down into the lower grades over the years. And today's Coombe's fourth grand final in a row.
Yeah, he's been exceptionally clean, I think, early, and been picking the ball up on the half volley.
Oh, that's a beautiful tap there down the back, and that's an amazing goal. What an absolute beautiful bit of ruck work there. Some amazing crumbing, and straight through the middle.
And that's the man I mentioned earlier on, isn't it? It's Lockie.
Yes, I don't think Lachlan's out on the ground at the moment, but he's pretty hard to miss when he's out there, though.
So that's the Demons who have taken the first two goals of the game. This is the second quarter, so it would be the Demons who are up 2-1-13 to the Lions, no score.
Now that all started off half back. Al Skelly, my lovely housemate, sort of affected a spoil there. Mark Briscassian on the ground and then pumped it down the middle, and just a great bit of footy in the Super Threes. There he is again, the flowing blonde locks of Bresky, who is the North player struggling to get up there. Looks like he may have hurt his shoulder or his collarbone. That's some lovely work there.
Yeah, the Lions will want to tighten up here. They don't want to get blown out the water this early in the game.
I mean, no doubt 9 grand finals, they'll come back and everything will be nice and tight. But at the moment, the Wandsworth Demons definitely with definitely with the play.
What I noticed at the Demons is they're quite well structured and they like to use the whole width of the ground. They do swing it out the back and then swing it wide. So you've got to be worried that the players sort of setting up around the ground who generally use going forward.
I mean, it's a massive ground down here at Clapham Common, and obviously we have the advantage on training on here twice a week, and we definitely work on spreading the ball and sort of using the width and really getting out there. But it's a team that's been, pretty well settled for nearly 4 years now. There's Mark Brescassian, straight out of the pack, straight through the middle. You little beauty, Mark Brescassian.
And that's an absolute beautiful goal. Great finish. Obviously, a veteran of the game down there.
He's been at the Demons for over 10 years now and been living in London. And as I said, he's won premierships and ones, league best and fairest, leading goal kickers. But 4 years ago, made the decision to stick around the footy club and really sort of grow this culture of the Super Threes.
Yeah, if I was the coach of the Lions, I'd be sending out the runner just to say, who's your man? Get on him, be tight on that man, because what's he playing on the half-back, probably switching in the middle as well, but he seems to be everywhere. He
sort of goes where he wants, Bresky. He's pretty much uncoachable. He's sort of, he's definitely, that was a massive
big hit.
And Ray Wright gets straight back up. Didn't affect him one bit.
And that's the social
that's the coach, and he gives it to him again. He's an absolute hard nugget, Ray Wright, and what an absolute beautiful bit of resilience that was.
So that was Big Kenny running through with a big heave in his shoulder. Actually won the men's social division B&F for the whole league. So he's obviously trying to.
Oh, that's a great
force his presence.
Unfortunate there to drop that mark. There's Bubba Ray Wright going straight in, and Bresky absolutely gets stuck into the man Kenny. I must say, with a name like Kenny, he must be a good bloke.
Oh, he is. He's a ripper. He's a ripper, and great finishing ability. Just always looks composed, but obviously looking to assert his authority on the game.
Yeah, well, the Lions have got to do something here. I mean, they've got to hit the man hard. They've got to hit the ball hard.
And here we go. Lots of numbers around the footy here, and it's Foley will go in. And we'll have another ball up. And it's getting pretty feisty there. I think the Lions have realised it's that time of the game where they're going to have to step up and do something.
It's a great bit of feeling in the game. Here's the man Lachlan. Beautifully down to Casa. Rob Dills, Mark Brescassian.
And a great little shrug off and kick forward there, and it's under pressure from the Demons player.
There's the running man, Ryan Hancock. It's good grab there. Switches, a little inside-out torpedo to Matt Castelbueno, onto Rob Dillon.
I'd like to see him try that one again because...
mate, knowing him, he probably would.
Well executed. It's a great drop-in mark there from Chrissy Ray, and those intercept marks, they're so valuable in this competition.
Chrissy Ray, a stalwart and a veteran of the North London Lions. He's, how many years has he been around now?
Well, many years before my time. He basically founded the club almost. He runs the show down there, he does everything, and he's much loved and probably doesn't get enough support from some of us, so I think it's...
He's a great man. He's done a lot for AFL London.
I've been told he spent his Thursday night deflating 30 footies while the rest of us were drinking beer, so...
Sounds about right.
That's the sort of the lengths he goes to and for the North London Lions, so great player and a great bloke. Here we go. Throw in here. Near side.
Oof. Oh, there's the captain, Terry Turtle Unit, just a couple of back steps.
Yeah, there's just a little lack of composure in tight contest here.
Oh, that was he just jumped on his back and said, Bresky, take me for a ride. And Bresky did. Beautifully switched there onto the far wing from where we're sitting. Probably expecting about 200 to 300 people down here on the Common, maybe a bit less than last year. We had our 2,000. But if you're just listening at home, get on down because the footy is hot, the ground's beautiful. We've got lots of facilities down here, a wonderful bar, great food.
Great people. We
people.
We got the jumping castles, the face painting, we got it all down here. You come down here, two quid to get on the jumping castle.
Family friendly down here at the AFL London Grand Final. Jeremy Coombe has just set sail for home from outside 50. And put it straight through the middle.
That is a big goal. Jeez, the finishing from the Demons today has been, bar that first one where he probably should have kicked, has been superior.
Yeah, it's definitely something that they wanted to focus on today. And I think the couple of weeks rest for Jeremy Coombe after moving to Poland and coming back now to London for the grand final after playing all year is just absolutely exceptional.
So the Demons, who have their backs up at the moment, their heads are starting to inflate a little now.
Mate, some of these blokes' heads don't need to get any bigger, that's for sure.
But it's the Lions who will need to bounce back here. They can start with that. It's a great tackle, but he's called play on there.
Straight, there's John Dillon. Will he get there? That's a fantastic grab. To the goal squares. Jeremy Coombe there again.
Oh, and it's just go through for a rush behind there. So it's the Demons who are going to be leading 26-0. Absolute dominant second quarter by the Demons, but the first quarter, there was only one goal kicked in. It was a real tight contest, but it looks as though the Demons have shown a bit more composure, using the ground well, and obviously finishing strongly. As we see, it all starts in the middle, mainly with that man there, Mark Briscasson. Yeah, they'll need to lock down him, the Lions, if they're going to have any chance in this second half. So it's the Demons who look to punch it forward here now. Oh, and it's Snowy. Absolute bravery shown there. He's got the face mask, and you may ask me why, but wasn't a football collision.
Please tell us, please tell us. I did wonder what was there.
What was going on there? No, he's gone the Stoudemire sort of face mask, looks from the NBA in the thousands, but no, he's actually had a bit of surgery, I believe, and we're wishing him all well in recovery. So it's amazing he's actually out there.
It's pretty brave to get out there after getting your old nose done. But yeah, Snowy's a very hard-nosed footballer. He'll throw his body in, and it's just sometimes to watch, you just close your eyes because you don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, we've definitely got a few of them. Got a few of them who play for the Wandsworth Demons, as we saw last year. That's just some special comments there from Hayley Noodles Canton. Thank you very much, Noodles. Just give a shout out to your parents, love. So that's two of the lovely volunteers we have down here on Clapham Common today doing the scoreboard. We've got Doris Burkich and Noodles. It's unbelievable. Now, we're doing it all day long as well. They love it down here. On the wing, out by themselves. No refreshment in sight. They love it down here. Don't worry, mate. They'll be having plenty of refreshments later on. So here we go. Back to the footy. And it's Kenny on the half back here.
Thanks for my shout out.
And just misses the target again. It's the Demons who look to pump it in there forward 50 again. Jeez, it's been a dominant second quarter. The Lions have to do something to wrestle back the momentum. It's Rob Dills. Just pumps it forward. Jeremy Coombe sitting under it, 2 men on him. 2-on-1, and the boundary win out here. Boundary umpire's definitely earning his keep today. He's having a fair bit to go on with. And some of you people back home worldwide are probably wondering what's happened to the man who got injured, Gibbo, for the Northland Lions in the first quarter, but he's actually being attended to by the Ambos, so we wish him well. It looks like he could have done an ankle. It's never good to see an injury, let alone a grand final, but he'll be looked after well. NHS does a great job for all the Aussies travelling through here. As we say that, lo and behold, look at the Demons have wound up a free kick. Looks like 15 metres out directly in front, so geez, that could spell travesty for the Lions this early on in the game. And it's the Super 3's coach, Bubba Ray Wright. Oh, that he'll be regretting missing that's for sure. He didn't quite get that right, if you don't mind the pun. He must have been watching Tom Hawkins from earlier this morning, missed one very similar at a costly time of the game. Well, never good to miss him out from there. So here we go, it's the Lions, it's Kenny who'll give the handball, and Demons he rides the tackle, gives it off. Casa on the left from about 35 out, hits the post. Bit of a wobbler, but geez, it was way on target, wasn't it? It was definitely curling it around. Now that left-handed goalpost is a special part of the Wandsworth Demons culture. It went on holiday this year. We sort of lost it for about 6 weeks, but it returned from it. I think it went to South Croatia or did something silly, like all the rest of the Aussies do. So here we go. Didn't seem to have much of the ball then, but. So the umpire's pulled a free kick. He's pointing the wrong way, and the Demons will get the free kick here. Nice short chip inside. Tell you what, Matt Castle-Bueno has been absolutely everywhere in this quarter. He's having an absolute cracker. So he's going back with purpose here. I think he's going to back himself. Or is he going to put it to the hot spot?
definitely using the breeze, straight to the top of the goal square, and Jeremy Coombe takes a beautiful grab right in front of goal. He'll be lining up for his third of the afternoon.
And the coach of the Lions, he won't be happy with that. It looked as though the Demons player Coombe was very much outnumbered, 3-on-1, and look at that, he's going to slot another one.
Just that little bit of anticipation reading the ball. Sort of the ball seemed to drop there, and he took an absolute beautiful chest mark, went back and converted. Just what he's got to do. So he's known as the janitor, just because spent a lot of time over the last few years just mopping up across half back.
Yes, so there we go. It's almost coming up to half-time, and it's the Wandsworth Demons who are just piled on the goals this second quarter.
Lachlan Robinson just absolutely dominating there. Bubba Ray Wright comes out to the left side of wing. There's that man, Matt Castelbueno again. Down the line, unfortunately, kicked it to his probably equal shortest man on the field, Rob Dillon. At least I got his name right this year, unfortunately. Last year, I made a bit of a cock-up.
And there we have it, folks. This is the, if you're just joining us now, it's the Men's Social Division AFL London Grand Final, and it's a rematch of last year and where the Demons took it out in, well, half-time here at Clapham Common, and the Demons are up. I think they've got another goal. I think it's actually, is it 39 or is that 33? They kicked that one up.
39-0 at half-time here. North London are going to want to come out pretty hard in that third quarter. But they do call it the Premiership quarter. Definitely called that for a reason. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes or so to see the second half of the Men's Social AFL London Grand Final 2018 right down here on Clapham Common. And welcome back now to the start of the second half of the Men's Social Grand Final here. AFL London, Wandsworth Demons leading the North London Lions 34-0.
And it's been a pretty dominant, it was tight early, but a very dominant second quarter for the Demons, who piled on 4 of their 5 goals in that quarter and just looked to be running free. The Lions will have to play on at all costs here, I would have thought, and just go for it.
Absolutely, they've got to use this breeze that they've got behind them at the moment. There's a bit of a late hit there.
Yeah, very.
On the man with the face guard. That may have been the Super 3's captain, Terry Turtle Unit.
And I was about to say he hasn't moved, but it looks as though he's slowly coming to terms with what's just happened.
Just taking stock. He's gonna take the kick now from right dead smack bang in the middle of the ground. If he can take it himself, which he can't, he's had to go off. And
that's I think it might have been Horse who got knocked down there. He's comes from a long lineage of Melbourne Cup trainers. But yeah, he's gone off and not looking very well, so we wish him the best.
So can I ask how he gets the nickname Horse, or is that not quite early morning TV commentary?
Nah, just a horse racing background, horse racing in the family. So here we go now, and the Lions will look to try and respond to the dominance that's been the Demons today, and they've got the half-forward flank here.
Just got absolutely buried there. There's the Super 3's coach again, Bubba Ray Wright, just at the bottom of everything good today.
And very good contest there by the 2 ruckmen, and it's that Bresky trying to end up the ball. A lot of pushing off the ball there.
And no surprise when we see Brett Hall right at the forefront there, just getting...
And it's Kenny from the Lions, who I think saw that hit from before and just said, I didn't like that. I'm not gonna let get away with that one. So this one to watch this space.
Absolutely, there's 2 blokes who I would not want to be in the middle of if they were having a disagreement. You know, the Social League best and fairest winner, Kenny from North London Lions, and very own resident, I'm not a plumber, Brett Hall.
So the Demons 34 to the Lions 0. Yeah, and the Lions will have to do anything they can do to try and get back into this contest. So here we go now, and it's Ollie swings it out wide with the handball, back to Foley. Tries to get back to Ollie under pressure, and he looks like he got one there, but no, play on.
Umpire thought that was in the side.
Yeah, like might have got him in the back, but that's all right. That's
I
footy.
tell you what, this is some hard footy. Everyone's just getting stuck in. Now, this is, we're pretty lucky to see the quality of footy these days in the men's social division. When I was first over here 7 years ago, we were sort of getting people's dads and granddads who were visiting them from Australia just to run out and sort of play. And it was very, very thin on the ground numbers. And these days, we've probably got about 10 blokes, maybe even more, missing out today. So very, very sad day for them. But unfortunately, a few of us have been there in the past, and you've got to get around the boys and really enjoy it and get into the spirit and support the club, because it's the people that make the club.
There we go, good smother there. There's Lions around the footy. Foley gets wrapped up, but manages to squeeze it out to Benny Lutz. And it's Xavier, who looks like he's trying to touch. He just touched someone on the forehead there.
Just gave him a little bit of a tap to say hello.
He goes, I was in Big Brother. I'm better than you, he says. And Xavier, we don't think like that, mate.
No, well, Xavier Holland, the president of the Wandsworth Demons, he's done some amazing stuff, juggling his social life and then his nighttime job.
And that was actually the two presidents, Chris Dobson from the North London Lions, who will take offence to that, and he's a bit of a mongrel, so I wouldn't be surprised seeing him clip one a bit later. Great tackle from the Lions, and looked like it was play on, but no. He's called holding the ball there.
I think Xavier was channeling his alter ego, Shano, from Bogan Bingo, which he sort of comes out every now and then, probably when he shouldn't. But he's got to focus on the field now. He's got a big job today.
So here we go. So it's a jam-packed day today, full of exciting games. We've got the Demons against the Shepherd's Bush Raiders coming up next, which is what's the men's conference division.
Which is sure to be an absolute cracker of a grand final, always is. The Shepherd's Bush Raiders, 15 out of 18 grand finals they've won. Something ridiculous like that.
Strong unit, and it's Jimmy Reds who try and get rid of it, can't get rid of it. Great tackle, manages to squeeze it out here, kicks it forward, and it's Foley who'll try and get on the end of it. Goes himself here.
And just misses to the left. Some good pressure there by Alistair Skelly.
Yeah, so that's the next game coming up. It's the Demons v the Shepherd Bush Raiders. And after that, I think we got the My Girls, the North London Lions women's premiership team against the Wandsworth Demons again.
Bit of a grudge match, I'd say. The Lions women's premiership team knocked off the Wandsworth Demons in the first final, which meant the Demons had to play again last week. So the Lions will be well rested, and as you said, looking for their first ever AFL London Women's Premiership.
Yeah, they're very much looking forward to it. Obviously trying to keep their wits about them going into this contest, but very much going in very confident.
So North have managed to get on the scoreboard now with a couple of behinds. They're definitely having the run of the play here, using that breeze, using the flanks, and seem to be on top just at the moment. Well, there's a fair way for them to come back.
Yeah, that's right. And they've managed to get one there.
Not sure what happened, but that's a goal for the North London Lions. They are finally on the scoreboard through the big sticks.
I didn't see that one either. I blinked for one moment, and all of a sudden the umpire had raised his two fingers, so it must have been a quick snap out from the pack, I would have thought.
I mean, if we're lucky, we might get the geniuses in the technical box to give us a bit of a replay on that one.
But you know what? That was well needed for the Lions. So, you know what? The 34 Demons to the Lions 7. If they can get a couple of other goals here, there might be game on going into the last.
Game's definitely not over, that's for sure. There's Brett Hall pumping it forward towards John Dillon. One of two Dillon brothers playing today. Matt Casabueno out the back, gets it down to Ray Wright, who was hit quite heavily after he kicked the ball there. And as you can hear the commentary from the crowd getting stuck into Bubba Wright.
And I don't know where we're picking up that commentary from.
But it sounded like David Lumley, who was manning the team board today, the whiteboard, coaching on the boundary line. A club stalwart, absolute legend of the Wandsworth Demons.
That just goes to show the production we're putting on down, and we've got cameras and mics everywhere.
You got to be careful what you're saying on the boundary line. You never know what's going to be picked up.
So Chrissy Ray have a good fit.
Oh,
and absolutely poleaxe there. That's holding the ball, and Pritchard will say, I'll take the ball, and I'm going to launch it back out of defence.
If that doesn't pump up the North London Lions, then nothing will.
That gave me white line fever. I was placid as a foot down dog to that. That was exciting stuff.
Oh.
You won't see a hit much bigger than that.
No, Casa went for the don't argue, and unfortunately, didn't come off.
But he got up. Tell you what, he got up and didn't flinch.
He's a tough man, Matt Castle.
That's great footy. So here we go now. The Lions won't want to let one slip here, and he's don't know how he got rid of it. Play on. Got the mark. Benny Lutz swings onto the right. Tries to take him on.
That would be
no.
holding the ball all day long, son. Umpire's called play on for some reason. He signalled holding the ball. Not sure how that one will be. Massive tackle. And that is the great man, the reigning best on ground from last year's AFL Grand Final, Lachlan Robinson.
Yeah, and he's taken Manny down there for the North London Lions. Won't be happy with that. Had to get rid of it a bit quicker, and obviously a lack of voice or protection there for the big man. Yeah,
maybe thought he could have just ran away with it there, but Lockie was on his way to the boundary. Just wrapped the big arms around him and said, mate, you're not going anywhere.
But here we go. Out to the wing, outside wing. Bit of a contest, and oof, good roving there. Just a quick kick out, but no one there. Snowy with the face mask. Here we're going to look to reload here onto the trusty left.
Bresk assassin, you'll be empty! Gets up there. There's still life in those old legs.
And the crowd liked that one. Geez, that looked good from the camera and on live. And reminiscent of Liam Jarrah at the Amy Stadium back many years ago. So here we go. Pritchie's got a bit of space here. Goes long, and geez, he's going to have to work to try and get that. Gordo just uses his body.
It was all arms and legs there on the half-back flank.
All arms and legs and no balls. No. Within sight. So here we go now.
There's nudge, classic nudge. Just a little dinky up the line.
Just a bit too easy there for the Demons coming out.
How has Mark Briscasson not got someone on him all day long? He's absolutely killing it out there today.
No, I tend to agree with you. In that first half, that first quarter, I thought he started to get on top, and he looks like he's just out in a panic. He must be, doesn't look like the fittest operators, but geez, he's moving all right.
As I said, he's one of the veterans of the Wandsworth Demons, but he just knows how to get ball, and that's the Super Three's philosophy. Get ball, kick goals, sink froths.
Yeah, so here we go. So it's really a battle of the engine rooms, I would have thought, in this game. Obviously the Demons are on top in that second quarter where they put a piled on those 4 goals, but I think a bit more of an arm wrestle in. Here we go, as I say, that Buddha, who will need a lift from, gets the clearance.
There's just Wandsworth Demons everywhere. That's the captain, Terry Unit, mopping up beautifully. A little bit of candy sold on the halfback flank.
But he's not going to get away with it. He gets a quick kick out. And Foley goes, I'm going to try and keep it in here, but no, it's out of bounds.
Bounce line throw in right here in front of the commentary box.
Yeah, and it looks as though the Demons have extras back. I don't know if it's the Lions playing more through the midfield, but I would have thought you need even numbers just to get some more goals on the board.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to kick goals if you haven't got anyone sitting across your half-forward
flank. Right. So I'm liking this. The action is real close to us. They can hear us here in the commentary box, and they're enjoying it. Every man wants a piece of the action.
So as we saw then, one of the stars of last year, the Aubergine, Josh Book walking in front of the cameras.
Big tackle, crunching tackle. And
Terry Unit
Jimmy
absolutely nails him and gives him one to go on with.
And look at that, another big tackle. Geez, we're seeing a bit of action here today, aren't we?
Well, it's all happening here down at Clapham Common today for the 2018 AFL London Grand Final. The Wandsworth Demons leading the North London Lions 34-8, starting the day off very strongly with three other teams to come after them.
It's a tough way back for the Lions here in the third quarter, but I just think if they can get that next goal and build the confidence up going to last, who knows what could happen in this grand final.
Anything could happen, mate.
He's got time in. Pritchard will look to just hit the man in the lead as B-Rad, who's charging out, collects the ball now cleanly, swings on the left. Where's that one going to go? Bounces.
and touched through the line.
Just touched on the line there. That was great play from B-Rad, charging out of full forward. The ball didn't hit him on the full, but he collected it, swung the right, and unlucky not to finish there.
Ball did a classic Shane Warne, just a massive leg break there. Went over the top of the Lions full forward, and Webby from the Wandsworth Demons.
So here we go. The Demons looking to punch it out of defensive 50. So we should mention as well, I don't think we got around to it, the action got too heavy. You might have seen that big hit from Pritchie, but the main event today is obviously the men's premiership division coming on a bit later today for us joining, and that will be the Wandsworth Demons up against the West London Wildcats, and that should be a ripping encounter.
Always is. Wandsworth Demons, the reigning premiers, had a massive win last year in a very, very tightly contested game. And this year, the West London Wildcats, the old enemy, will be up against it, and looking forward to an absolute cracking game of footy. There's the talent here. It's definitely the biggest game outside of Australia, without a shadow of doubt. Absolutely.
You'll see some of the guys probably on the other outer sideline, or some of them starting to rock up. Probably Denzel rock up with his only bloke will rock up with his shirt off and headphones in. I don't know what his plan is. But
who knows what the fuck Denzel will do, but he's out of the country at the moment. Thank God, because we've only got room for one bloke with his shirt off, and that'll probably be Josh Walker today. He doesn't mind getting the shirt off whenever he can.
Yeah, see, Josh Walker, what a man.
What a man. I took him out for a man date last night. It's his time in London's coming to the end, so spent a bit of quality time with the great man.
And how many times did he play a riptide on that occasion?
We're in a beautiful hotel bar, and he actually asked if he could play it on the speakers. But we put a riptide ban on until they win a flag, so we might get it 4 times tonight for the Wandsworth Demons.
One more, they always say. One more. All right, here we go. Back the action is obviously heating up here. It's the Demons 34 to Lions 9, and lots of bodies on the footy now. It's a real crux point in the game.
So just got a bit of a text then from sort of one of the spiritual leaders of the Super 3s, Dickie Benson, a man you know very well. Dickie's just over there in Rotterdam or Amsterdam or wherever the hell he is, just loving life and absolutely killing it. We definitely miss him around the footy club.
So for all those joining us worldwide, if I can spit it out, it is the Demons 34 to Lions 9, and the Demons kicked the only one goal in the first quarter. It was a bit of an arm wrestle, but then the Demons happened to pile on 4 unanswered goals in that second. So obviously looks a bit one side on the scoreboard, but just that one quarter that really let the Lions down at this stage.
It was some great work in the middle there by Matt Castelbueno, Mark Brescassin, the Italian mafia there in the middle of the ground. Some great ruck work by Lachlan Robinson, and Jeremy Coombe kicked 3 goals. As that signals the end of the third quarter, and the Wandsworth Demons 34, North London Lions 9. And we're back here at the start of the last quarter of the AFL London 2018 Men's Social Grand Final, which sees the Wandsworth Demons leading the North London Lions. If we get a check on the score.
Yeah, I think it is 35 to 7 behinds. So no, 35 to 9, shall I say.
That was a rousing 3/4 time speech there by Bubba Ray Wright, who's been fantastic today, and pointing out some special things. A life member of the Wandsworth Demons, one's coach, and a stalwart of the backline of the Super 3s. Connor plays his last game today. He's hanging up the boots, and it's a very, very sad day to leave him. He's been a big part of our footy club. Looks after all of our sponsors, which you can see some of them on the far side of the ground. ANZ UK, Budgie Smugglers, Brickwood Coffee, Joe Public. He does a great job, and without him, the footy club would not be the same.
Yeah, there's plenty of passion from the Lions side too. Mick Friend he laid it on the line. He said, we got to go. We got to go at all costs. We got to play on. We're going to take him on. And we're going to punch it forward. Obviously a bit of a deficit in this going into this last quarter. A bit of action here. And I think Horry got his head taken off, and he'll take a free kick.
He wouldn't have felt it. So he's got through the first quarter this year, so he'll be happy that he'll be able to remember the celebrations. Last year, doesn't remember a thing after getting to the ground.
Yeah, he's got more head than shoulders, that's for sure.
Bresky just goes out the back. Beautiful kick along the line. I think that was Terry Turtle Unit, Super 3 skipper, alongside Ryan Hancock, the man with the headband. If anyone needs wine in London, Hank is your man.
So is that Bresky again with the ball?
Yep, he's just got it on a bloody string today. He's going for the old jingle jangle. The old wants to get 2 medals, that's for sure. Oh, Matt Castle-Bueno. Now, that was beautiful. If anyone's going to be rivaling Bresky for best on ground honours, it would definitely be Casa. Down to Jeremy Coombe. Takes the mark about 50 out. He's got a slight breeze in his back, and knowing Kuma, he will go back and he'll be licking his lips for this.
Yeah, there was a great leg there. Actually, great crumb in first place, and then great leg just into the open space. Let the big man run onto it, and there was no chance for the defender there.
Champagne Super 3s football.
He's going to go back and try and slot another goal for the Demons. What's he, about 30, 40 out? 40 out?
We'll say 60. Well, it'll be 70
yeah,
by 5 o'clock in the morning, that's for sure. We've absolutely stitched him up there. Was not great off the boot.
Yeah, I've seen a lot better kicks to the footy, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Well, he is a foot doctor, so I'm sure if there's any issues down there, he'll be able to fix it. There is the old firm again. Kumi down to Bresky. The tackling has been absolutely immense today from both sides. North are going super hard, but Demons are just taking the hit, getting back up. And looks like the umpires picked out a free kick here to John Dillon.
Yeah, I think he just got dumped about the footy there.
Oh,
a dangerous kick, but it's out 2-on-1, and it looks to go bang.
Classic nudge, just bombs it forward. That was absolutely beautiful.
As another big goal. And you guys have kicked some big goals today. Geez, absolutely launched into it, and there's not much chance there. So that's going to take the Demons to 41, Lions 9. And you would have to say that almost... I mean, if it wasn't sealed before, that almost seals it for the Demons.
I think he's just licked the old envelope, chuck a stamp on it, and send it home.
So if you're just joining us here today, this is the Men's Social Division AFL London Grand Final. And it's been a brutal contest from the get-go, but obviously it's the Demons who've been able to have a bit of dominance on the scoreboard. Just caught one a little bit high there. Well done from Pritchard. He's been probably one of Lions' best today. Been throwing his body in all day long.
He's been around everything. And there's the big man, Keddy. Great name. Great name.
He's a great kick of the football, but in that occasion, just outbodied there. Was it Manny by
Big Lachlan Robertson.
Lachlan Robertson. And it's Snowy with the face mask. Who'll go on the left here. Just chips a little.
So it's a great spoil there on half-back by, can't work out who that was. But Wandsworth team is just everywhere.
He just sat it on his head, and the defender came through, and he had the offensive man had no chance.
Just good hard footy at the moment. Ball not really going too far forward for North London. It's been their big problem all day. But just into the middle. Who have we got? John Dillon. There's been a free kick called off the ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not sure what's going on there.
And it looks as though someone's going to get a card for this. I don't see this very often, but the umpire's reaching. Bit of push and shove.
It looks like number 42 from North London.
And you know, this has been building all day. There's been
has just got a red card. We don't know. It couldn't have been too bad because no one's down on the ground, but maybe a cheeky little jumper punch. Maybe a little Andrew Gaff.
And I think that's Jimmy Reds for the Lions, 42. So, geez, that is... If they weren't struggling enough there, that's not going to help them by any stretch. But obviously something happening off the ball. And I feel like it's been building all day. A few little cheap shots here and there.
I wonder what happened there because it's
strange.
We didn't see anything. And no one really retaliated with him. Nudge gave him a bit of a nudge. But that's about it.
They don't call him Nudge for nothing, do they?
Absolutely not. As I said, he probably stuck to his pre-game routine. 10 froths last night. Bit of a dance at Infernos. Does love Infernos. But who doesn't really? It's an institution, that place.
I'll have to put my hand up there and just say I'm yet to debut at this infamous
Oh, mate,
venue,
you don't know what you're missing out on. It's an absolute icon of the Clapham nightlife, Infernos.
Beautiful little shimmy there from the president of the Lions, Dubbo.
As we see Lockie just double fisting it forward. Matt Castle-Bueno gets it back to Lockie. Bombs it forward down to the forward pocket of the
And that
Wandsworth Demons. It just goes over the boundary.
goes out of bounds, but they'll be happy that probably halfway through in this fourth quarter of the Men's Social Division Grand Final here in AFL London. We're down at Clapham Common. Beautiful day for it and a jam-packed day of footy.
Mate, we're going to have, without a word of a lie, about 200 or 300 people down here today. The sun's shining. The sky's beautiful. We've had a bit of a return to normal London weather over the last week, but today has just been absolutely glorious. And it's just going to get better, I think, mate.
And some good footy.
Some great footy.
Only gets better from here as well. This is the Men's Social Division. Next up, we have the Men's Conference Divisions. It is again, this is the Wandsworth Demons against the Shepherd's Bush Raiders in what should be a classic contest.
And as you can see on your screen there, just at the back there, is the man we were talking about before, Josh Walker, just having a bit of a chin wag with Mike, the tenant, Gates. And good to see Walks down here. And for those playing at home, he is wearing a shirt. Not for long, though. So really looking forward to the next game, Shepherd's Bush Raiders versus the Wandsworth Demons. They are very, very hotly contested, very, very big rivalry. And Shepherd's Bush will want to really sort of just hit the ground running, go in hard, and want to erase sort of the fact that the Demons finished on top of the ladder during the regular season.
And they launched forward there through Carl that time, and I think there was another hit off the ball there.
Well, really hope the North players don't just revert to some of the dark arts in the final few minutes here of the 2018 Men's Social AFL London Grand Final. There is Bresky booming it long into the middle of the ground. Rob Deals just running through.
On his heels, he worries him out. A beautiful play from the vet. He goes and shows him a bit of candy. He goes, I'll take you to the candy shop, and delivers it forward here, but there's no one there.
Just
no one at home.
Willy Wonka. There is Connor playing his last game, a stalwart of the Wandsworth Demons, and an even better bloke. It's going to be a very, very sad day, knowing that he won't be out here running again next year.
And tell you what, there's been a few highlights in this social grand finals, and a big specky from the great man from the Demons. Yep,
Bresky definitely got up there. The blonde locks were flowing. It was a beautiful, beautiful grab. But that is, well,
I think I'd throw Pritchie's bruising tackle here in the half forward flank last quarter into the highlight reel as well.
And Kenny running through Bubba Ray Wright. Oh no, Matt Castle-Bueno, wasn't it, I think?
It epitomises the way the game has been played today. It's been a hard contest. Obviously the scoreboard reflective 41-10. It's been the Demons who've been too strong, kept inside their 50 and moved the ball sharply into their forward.
And today's the Wandsworth Demons, they're on the brink of they're the brink of greatness, really. 4 in a row, the Super Threes. It's not easy to win one flag, let alone 4. And some of these boys, sort of Lachlan Robinson, Mark Briskasson, Jeremy Coombe, Terry Unit, have been here for all 4.
As we say that, Chrissy Ray, selfless, is going to look to hand it off to his mate there and dive over.
Oh, beautiful little pirouette. There he is, the man who, without shadow of doubt, is best on ground today, Mark Briskasson. Pulls it up to Nudge. Nudge just chips it over the top.
Going inboard in, just swings onto the right.
Lovely, lovely work there by Stephen Pilgrim. There's the Super Threes coach, Ray Wright.
Great tackle there from Benny Lutz, the captain for the Lions.
Brett Horde just couldn't get the ball away there. Does his best work down on his knees.
Kenny handballs to himself and takes on another tackle. He's an absolute brute inside
He's a
force, isn't he?
beast of a man. Here comes the Lions' best player for the day by far, just bursting through the middle.
That's right. Now, great delivery too, and hits B-Rad.
That was just a little bit of showtime there. Pulls it forward. There is a lot of hair going on the North London Lions side, isn't there, mate?
No, with that forward 50, I don't know what's going on. I've never noticed it before, but they like shaking it about, that's for sure.
Big shaky dogs. Do you reckon they share hair tips and share the old blow dryer after training, after the showers with the boys?
Well, one can only hope. One can only hope. So
I'm sure Bresky can give him some tips on the Pantene products. Definitely knows how to look after his hair, that's man.
They might be onto the Garnier Fructus sort of style. Really give the curls a bit of go. But here we go. It's just in the Lions' forward pocket. They were just trying to get a few consolation goals here. The Demons have been the dominant force in this men's social division, obviously 41-10. Couldn't be too long left. I'm sure the guys on the sidelines are getting excited.
Not sure about how long's left, but as we said before, this is going to be the 4th premiership in a row for the Wandsworth Demons Super 3s. It's a phenomenal, phenomenal achievement, and it's just good to see the boys out there having fun.
Gets the kick out there, scrubby one out to the half-back flank, and it's Horse who just traps it nicely, tries to give the handle, but he's corralled, and it's flung out there.
That's some beautiful football there by the Wandsworth Demons.
Yeah,
as you can see, the crowd's building on that far side. Everyone, the excitement is just bubbling down here in Clapham Common.
Yeah, you can't see it on the footage here, but this side, our near end, our commentary box end, but we had chockers over here.
Mate, we could barely move. They're just trying to get in the shade. So they're sort of moving to the commentary box.
The full ground is covered with people, and we expect more to come down throughout the day.
I mean, the facilities down here are amazing. We've got some great food on, a couple of food trucks. We've got a beautiful bar set over there by our ex-president, Jim, and he's just absolutely killing it.
Oh, a big fly into the pack from Snowy. Jeez, he just throws his body in at all costs.
Tell you what, Ray Wright is an absolute belter of a game, hard in everything. Bresky just absolutely gorgeous. Through the middle there to Pilgs. Out the left to the captain, Terry Unit, burst it forward. Can the Demons get one more before? There's Jeremy Coombe on the end of it. Who else would it be?
Yeah, and that's been the difference today, that passage of play. The Wandsworth Demons obviously training on this ground. They hold their structure well, they spread it wide. A lot of the Lions players look to be getting sucked into the contest and then getting exposed on the outside. But
and Jeremy Coombe, that was worse than the first one.
He's lost his head.
He's lost his mojo. He's just, jeez.
He's dreaming of the medals and the beers, and he wants the game over.
Just drag yourself, mate. Drag yourself. Only joking. We do love you, Coomer. But there'll be lots of frothies tonight. There'll be some champagne popped on the sidelines. It's the old signature move by Bresky. Everyone will get around him, and they'll sing the song with gusto. There'll be lots of froths, maybe a little bit of a dip in the pit.
Yep, and yes, obviously the Lions will be very disappointed from this result, but they'll be happy they made another grand final, and they'll be obviously having a crack tonight and
absolutely
speaking about the game
and nudge from the boundary, absolutely beautiful. That was some serious class there, straight through the middle.
Yeah, and some of the finishing, I've mentioned it before, but some of the finishing from the Demons players have been nothing short of exceptional.
No, they've had a really, really cracking game in front of goals today. And a good spread. I think we got Kuma with 3. Nudge's got a couple. I'm just getting attacked by a fucking bee.
Yeah, just relax in these times of crisis. What I was going to say is you could probably teach some of the men's premiership players how to kick some goals.
Well,
kicked a few behinds last week out there at +3 conditions. But
and that's it. The grand final, 2018 AFL London Men's Social, won by the Wandsworth Demons for the 4th year in a row, 47-10. A dominant display here on Clapham Common, and the boys are very happy.
Yeah, absolute great game, great encounter, and great way to kick today's big day of football off for AFL London, the London series.
No, it's a great day to start. Great way to start the day for the Wandsworth Demons. We've got 4 grades playing today. The women's social, or the women's conference, I should say, won the flag last Saturday.
Oh yes, we should mention that.
So that's 2 flags now for the Wandsworth Demons. It was a beautiful article written, announced today, D-Day. So we'll wait and see how far it progresses. But well done to the Super 3s of the Wandsworth Demons.
So next game up, we have it's the men's conference division. We have the Wandsworth Demons v the Shepherd's Bush Raiders, and what should be a tight contest, closely followed in the next game by what is my team, the women's premiership. It's the North London Lions v the Wandsworth Demons, and then coming up after that, next we have the blockbuster match of the round. It's the men's premiership, the game everyone comes to see and watch. The crowds will be down here, 5,000, and that'll
easily, and then they'll all be hitting the Alex afterwards and then Infernos. But mate, all the best for this afternoon. Yeah, lovely absolutely to commentate again with you this year, and happy days. Wandsworth Demons, 4 in a row. Just unheard of and absolutely amazing.
Yeah, 2 strong there. 3, 2, 1. Bresky,
Done.
3.
3 Bresky,
2 I'm going to give Pritchie for the Lions. We'll give him a 2.
Give him a 2, and then probably 1, Matt Castelbueno.
Yeah.
I thought he played a great game. He took a heavy knock. He was in amongst everything that was good in their second quarter. But it was, it's going to be another old jingle jangle for Mark Brescasson tonight. 2 medals wrapped around those beautiful blonde locks. But I think, ladies and gentlemen at home, thank you very much for joining us for, as we've said, the 4th premiership in a row for the Wandsworth Demons. I'm Owen Kenny.
And I'm Matthew White.
Cheers. Enjoy the rest of your day.